Hi, welcome to the Forecasting for Success podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Brie. I'm a doctor of psychology, financial educator, astrologer, and founder of Forecasting for Success, a community of people improving their financial literacy to achieve financial independence. I blend my expertise as a former professor and financial intelligence analyst with the tool of astrology to help break down why you are struggling with specific money habits and the best way to form more intentional responses and choices when it comes to money, especially to help you feel more secure in your financial decisions and improve your money skills for building long-term wealth. Welcome back to the Forecasting for Success podcast, the show where astrology, personal finance, and spiritual self-discovery meet the real world. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for listening. First, let's check in on the Venus transits of this week that can impact your money. Venus entered the sign of Leo this past Tuesday, which means Venus is now trine to Neptune. So today, Venus is sitting at 4 degrees of Leo, and Neptune is currently at 1 degree of Aries. Remember that Venus represents our values and Neptune represents our ideals. When these two planets are trine, it's a great time to ensure you are on track and working towards and reaching towards your ideals that are in alignment with your personal values. This is helpful energy to connect with and be devoted to a passion project or make progress on something that holds meaning for you. What's further helpful is that Venus also remains trine to Saturn, and Saturn is now conjunct Neptune. So this further brings grounded and realistic energy to this transit, which is really helpful when it comes to Neptune. This remains an excellent time to ensure your money is organized and working each day to lift you up towards your short-term and long-term goals that are aligned with your personal values. Venus is also sextile to Uranus, which is at 1 degree of Gemini. This transit can really help you have a sudden realization or insight into your personal values and goals, which includes both reconnecting with or clarifying your values and actioning or dealing with a specific money issue, whether that's reassessing your savings goals and rates or actioning a new debt payoff plan you create that works better for you. This transit also symbolizes a good or positive time for economic growth on a larger scale. So this is also a good time to check in on your investments to ensure that they remain aligned with your personal values and long-term goals, and make any adjustments that stand out to you, like making sure you're not over-invested with your ETFs, for instance. An example of this is someone having a brokerage account that includes the exchange traded funds or ETFs of VOO and SPY. So these are two ETFs that both align with the S&P 500, so having both is unnecessary. Now is the perfect time to double check things and ensure your money is organized and heading in the right direction. Now I'd like to switch topics and discuss the timely and practical topic of how to conduct an autumn audit with your finances. Just as we like to spring clean our homes, autumn is the perfect time for a financial assessment to ensure that we're as prepared as possible for the upcoming holidays and end-of-year tasks when it comes to our money. This is important because the last part of the year often brings higher expenses from the holiday season, and then tax season is just around the corner. By getting your finances in order now, you'll give yourself the space to enjoy the holidays with less stress and start the new year on solid financial footing. So I'm going to walk you through 8 simple but powerful steps for an autumn money audit. So let's jump in. Step 1 is to gather all your money information in one place. This very first step is simple but essential. Gather all of your financial information in one place. Most of us have money scattered across different accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts, credit cards, maybe even old accounts that you've forgotten about. Until you bring it all together, you don't really know where you stand financially. This step matters because you can't manage what you can't see. So once you've gathered everything together, you'll see your true net worth, spot any accounts you may not use anymore, and establish a clear baseline before deciding to make any changes. Take time to list all your accounts, their respective balances, and any reoccurring payments that you're making. You can do this in a spreadsheet, a notebook, or a budgeting app. It's your financial snapshot and the starting point for everything else when it comes to your money. Step 2, verify your account information is correct. It's important to double check your accounts for accuracy. Errors happen more often than you might think. Things like duplicate charges, subscription renewals you didn't authorize or don't want anymore, or even fraud. By reviewing your spending now, you can catch mistakes early and save yourself money. Log into your accounts, check your recent transactions, verify your contact details, and update your passwords if it's been a while. This one step could literally put money back in your pocket and further strengthen your financial foundation. Step 3, review and update your monthly or quarterly budget. Remember that budgets aren't set in stone. They should shift as your life shifts, and autumn is the perfect time to refresh yours. Think about the expenses you have coming up. You might have higher heating bills, childcare costs, back to school costs, and of course, holiday spending. If you don't plan for these now, you might risk overspending and increasing your stress. So compare your current spending with what you expect this autumn. Add seasonal categories like gifts, travel, and celebrations, and then adjust financially where you need to in the present to allow for costs to increase gradually rather than all at once. Remember that this isn't about restriction. It's about creating a plan you can actually follow with confidence and purpose. Step 4, check in on your savings goals. Whether it's your emergency fund, a vacation, or a big purchase, autumn is a great check-in point. Ask yourself, is your money on track when it comes to your short-term and long-term money goals? Do your balances reflect your goals? If not, remember that now is not too late. Set up an automatic transfer, even if it's small, to help you reach your financial goals because consistency and progress matter much more than perfection. And if your money is sitting in a low interest account, remember to move it to a high yield savings account so that your money works harder for you. Step 5, audit debt and interest rates. Debt can quietly drain your finances if you're not paying attention. Take time to review all of your debts, credit cards, student loans, car loans, and a mortgage if you have one. List all the balances, minimum payments, and interest rates. Then decide how you'll approach these debts. The debt avalanche method, which means you pay off your debts in order of highest to lowest interest rate, will help you pay off your debts faster, which means you save more money in the end by not paying as much in interest compared to other payoff methods. This step helps you free up money you can redirect towards holiday spending, saving for potential taxes owed, or contributing more towards important short and long-term personal goals. Step 6, prepare for the holiday season. The holidays are meant to be fun and memorable, but if we're being real, they're also quite expensive. So without a plan, it's way too easy to overspend. This is why you should prepare now. Make a list of all the people you'll be buying gifts for, set your spending limits, and start saving in a separate high-yield savings account or fund. If you're traveling, book early to lock in better deals. And ask yourself, what traditions matter most to you? What memories are most important to you to make this year? Spend intentionally on those instead of reacting to holiday pressure. By preparing now, you'll enjoy the season without that January credit card hangover. Step 7, plan ahead for tax season. Taxes might not be due until spring, but autumn is the smart time to start preparing. If you're going to end up owing money to taxes, now you've got the time to save. And if you're expecting a refund, you can plan how to use it wisely that aligns to your personal values and goals. Check your tax withholding or estimated payments, gather any important income documents, and see if you qualify for deductions or credits. If possible, contribute the most or maximum you can afford to your retirement accounts before the year ends. You'll strengthen your future and possibly reduce your taxable income for this year. Don't stick your head in the sand and wait until late next spring to deal with your taxes at the very last second. Autumn gives you space and breathing room to prepare your money and paperwork calmly. Step 8. Reset financial habits for the coming year. Use your autumn audit as a reset for your financial habits. Think beyond the short term and focus on what you want your money habits to look like in January and beyond. Pick one small habit to build now, like meal planning to save on groceries, automating your savings, or scheduling a monthly budget check-in. Remember to keep it simple. The point is to create consistency so that by the time the new year arrives, you've already built momentum. Those are your 8 steps for your autumn financial audit. I hope this helps you plan ahead for the coming holiday season to help you hopefully not be caught off guard when it comes to your money. And remember that this is meant to help you be clear, have direction, and either get started or make progress. It's like gifting yourself peace of mind before you move into the busiest season of the year. Your autumn audit is like a gift to your future self. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future conversations about money, astrology, and empowerment. And if today's episode helped you, please share it with a friend or a family member who might need encouragement too. Thank you for being here with me today. And until next time, remember that you don't have to control everything all at once. You just need to get started with intention and with hope. I want to thank you so much for joining me this week on Forecasting for Success and let you know that you can read the transcript for each podcast episode on my website, which is linked below in the show notes. I've also included the link to send me your money questions if you'd like to be a guest on the podcast at forecastingforsuccess.com/podcast. And if you're ready to get started on improving your financial literacy and developing your own personalized money plan, I encourage you to join my Forecasting for Success community, where I teach you everything you need to know about budgeting, how to choose your retirement number, how to invest in the stock market, and so much more. I go live in the community each month to check in on your progress and help answer any questions you may have. And it's a supportive community where you can also check in with other members and learn from their experiences as well. I hope you take good care of yourself, and I'll talk to you next week.